I'm not the only one.
No, yeah. No, I just took a poll. No one on this planet does that shit. So, again, I look delicious.
Delicious.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Does like you're oh, by the way, it's one versus the other.
And today we will be talking about wine versus beer.
Wine versus beer, you mean?
What's the difference?
You said one versus the beer.
I said wine versus beer.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we could. Maybe you need to get your ears checked out.
Your ass.
With your brain, because that's not what I was trying to say at all.
It already proven that wine is not better than beer. Beer is way better.
Mm-hmm.
You agree? Got you.
I was literally groaning in pain.
Why were you groaning in pain?
Let's get back to the main topic at hand. The most important. So I look delicious.
If you not know, actually Lindsay have a sleeping mask on the head and wear a pajama. Look like a pajama. A beach clothing that look like a pajama.
Well, I wanted to be relaxed. Why can't I relax?
It does look relaxed. It looks like an outfit.
It's so fucking hot right now. I was like, fuck it. I'm a chill. I'll look like a 25-year-old fuckboy, skate boy.
You haven't seen me when I'm at home. I'm actually at home. I will wear just only the bra. I wasn't so hot. Like,
it's so hot right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't able to stand it. If I don't have that two juggle things in front of me, I would not wear any clothes at all.
Imagine what it feels like to be a man.
It's simple.
I know.
Oh my God.
You can just like chill.
You don't have to even worry about, I haven't shaved. No, I just take off it.
Yeah, because men don't have to worry about shaving.
I don't know why girl has to worry about shaving to begin with. Like, I always wonder about that question.
So during, it was either World War I or World War II, before women didn't shave at all.
That's natural hair.
Yeah, so essentially what happened is that they decided that because a lot of men were in the military, they were being drafted away, is that they were going to start marketing towards women. So they started marketing shaving your armpits and shaving your legs towards women to make sure that their prices or their income stayed steady.
Oh my God.
Because a lot of men were away. Interesting, right?
That's a different type of marketing. That's a different type of strategy. I have no idea. I thought the shaving was always built for women. Always created for women.
I mean, technically during Egyptian era, like waxing was very much a thing. It was sugar waxing. So Cleopatra specifically did wax. And it was made from, I believe it was sugar, lemon, and water. So back in the day, they did wax a lot, like a lot of women did, and men, but they did it with sugar. But things changed, so shaving was marketed mostly towards men, at least in America. And then when a lot of their, consumer was gone, they decided to create a new consumer.
I mean, that's a smart tactic for a business standpoint. Like, you don't want your business go to hell. Like, you don't want your business just go down to drink because your audience is gone.
Yeah, so you just create new business. You create a new consumer. It's actually very intelligent when it comes to marketing. It's also extremely simple. You take something that people are insecure about. First of all, you take something, you make it an insecurity, and then you force people to buy your product.
Not just that part. Ain't that the woman's aisle of the shaving product is more expensive than men?
I believe so. I'm not sure. I haven't seen all the stats, so I wouldn't even know. I use the same shavers as my husband. It makes my life so much easier. Just buy a huge pack for both of us and just use that.
Would you shave somewhere else? Like when...
What, like my face? No. I don't touch my beautiful ass face. If I'm going to tweeze hair off my face, or take hair out of my face, it's going to be a tweezer.
That's more painful than the shaving, I think.
Yeah, but I don't want to have like dermatitis or anything like that.
That's how it works.
Yeah, like because women's faces are more delicate than men. When you shave, when you're dermaplaning, if you don't get it done by a professional, you can actually cause like a lot more acne and fungal acne and I think it's like a ablation or something. Some type of thing that's extremely painful. But that is completely different than our topics today because now I'm just sounding off about things that I randomly know. What is it called? So wine versus beer. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm on the wine side. Even though I enjoy beer as well. But wine, it's just easier.
What do you mean
you get more bang for your buck.
How?
You get a huge ass bottle of wine. You get 4 to 5 glasses for like $9. 4 to 5 glasses from one bottle, whereas you pay like $14, $15 for 4 beers.
You're living under the rock. Like have you seen any light beer that is 3-pack in a way, and it's 24 ounce per tall can? You have 3 cans, so total can is weight. 1 can is all about the same amount of about the wine size, and that cost is $7.99, yo.
$7.99. What
cents? $7.99.
Where are you getting this beer?
Liquor store. Anybody can go to
what kind of, is it good beer or is it shitty beer?
What do you mean beer is beer? That's no good beer.
Yeah,
beer.
That's okay. Now that's delusional speaking.
No, that's not.
You literally have a brain injury if you think that.
How's that even? So are they bubbly? Yes.
No.
Are they not taste sweet? Good. All right, that's
sweet. Okay, first of all, I watched you drink a tall can of Bud Light. Mm-hmm. Are you saying Bud Light is sweet?
No, that's why I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet. So I want my drink is not sweet. And beer, whatever they did to it, they did put sugar in it to make the fermentation. Whatever did to it, the process, I didn't taste the sweetness in it.
They put yeast.
Yeah, but yeast has to fit on sugar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't know.
It's just how to make bread. You have to activate the yeast. You can feed them sugar and then put it in lukewarm water, stir it up until they wake up, and then they start to bubbly. Then
no, you don't. I've made bread before. I never put sugar in it.
What type of bread you're making?
It was literally like a Dutch oven bread.
It's really soft doughy dough. Like dinner roll, all of them require.
I'm not making a dinner roll. I'm making sandwich bread. Why the fuck would I put sugar in my bread? That sounds disgusting.
White bread have sugar in it. You know that?
I don't get white bread.
This girl, you're out of the world.
That sounds gross. Why would you get white bread? Why not get like artisan bread? Now we're caught like. You have the weirdest taste buds on this fucking planet.
No. You are.
Says the person who literally drinks hot sauce while she's driving.
Says about the person mix 24 different type of greens in the morning, put in a smoothie and drink that thing.
I never said it was good. I eat that for my health. Oh. I want to make sure that I feel good. So, yeah, I do mix a lot of greens. That doesn't mean I think you actually... Okay, but you actually think that shit tastes good. I don't drink my veggie smoothie because it tastes good. I drink it for my health. Do you drink your hot sauce for your health?
It tastes good.
Okay, and then let's talk about your other issue.
I don't think I have any issue.
No. Let's not... If we're coming into the question of taste buds when it comes to alcohol, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean the Japanese lager?
Okay, that's another. Thank you. Okay, but that's another story. The way you eat cereal, bitch.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one.
No, yeah. No, I just took a poll. No one on this planet does that shit. Do you know what this bitch does? She will take hot water, pour it in cornflakes. No. Shh. Puts it in cornflakes. The worst tasting cereal. No sugar in it at all. No flavor, nothing. She will let it soak in the cornflakes, this hot ass water. And then you strain it. Strain it like it's fucking tea. And then she drinks it like a monster. A monster. Oh my God. And when you told me that story, I thought, oh, this bitch is lying, like she making some shit up, right? I legitimately thought that. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna let this go because that is the most disgusting, most absurd thing that I've ever heard. And then I talked to her boyfriend and he was like, yeah, no, she does that shit. I almost thought I was gonna break up with her when I saw her do that. I literally asked him, I was like, is that breakup worthy? 100%.
You guys have no taste, y'all.
I have no taste? That shit has no taste.
That's where you soak it. So you soak out all the sweetness out.
When you know sweetness and cornflakes.
It does.
No.
And then after that,
I would literally understand if you made hot water and then you poured it onto, or like hot milk. And then you pour a little bit over the cornflakes. You heat it that way because you want your belly to be warm. But bitch, you strain the fucking water. You strain it out.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Like, let me know how you eat your cereal.
No. You're the only one.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I keep asking you to try it, though. I keep asking you to try it first before you make the judgment.
I drank old coffee this morning, and I know you're not averse to drinking old coffee. And I got like something in my mouth. I don't know what it was, but I immediately started vomiting all morning. I was like, ugh, this is old. Ugh. And I literally on the drive home, I was thinking about what happened to me this morning, and I'm literally like gagging while I'm like literally about to throw up in my own car. So when I tell you that the idea of straining cereal makes me nauseated, I am not joking.
You're not straining it. You can just sip through it and just toss the thing.
Oh, stop. It's disgusting. And then that's not the only thing you do. The ramen in the sippy cup. You were slurping the ramen through
It's a genius
stall.
idea. It's a genius idea.
All I hear is...
Think about it. Like, if you're really hungry, you're on the go, you don't want to carry on. All those cup noodles have no lid. You just put it in the freaking cup and sippy cup. So you make sure this thing's not gonna fly out somewhere. You just drink it. Such a genius idea.
It's making me so nuts. I'm gagging inside. So when I say, oh my God, I have to distract myself because this is painful. When I say that your taste buds, that Japanese lager, perfection.
Nasty.
Wonderful. It's crisp. It's light. I can taste the jasmine like the puff of the rice.
The jasmine must be already dead already. That's why you can taste it. I couldn't taste nothing.
Again, it's because you've burned all your taste buds with all that hot water and hot sauce.
No.
Yes.
No. I still stand for my ground. Beer is the economic choice.
Yeah, to get fat.
Not necessarily. They have other beers under 100 calories. Yeah.
And is it actually good?
It's a decent. It's a hot cider.
Okay. See, there you go.
I will get past. I will survive. But like a wine, Wine is really a high calorie too. You know that?
Depends on which one you get, because I get the one that's not that high of calorie.
And especially wine is get you fucked up fast. I don't want to get fucked up fast. I just want to feel the tipsiness.
I actually don't get fucked up on wine like that.
It depends how much you drink. If I drink a whole bottle. Like that's how fast I can drink it.
I only drink like, you see how long it takes me. It's like 2-3 days.
Yeah, that's why I would take a beer. In consumption of the alcohol is more healthy for me, that I will have less hangover as the beer.
Okay, I can see that argument, that because there's a less percentage of alcohol as well, especially when you guzzle it down like a sailor.
Well, I guess the military trained me well.
I mean, when I've hung out with people from the military, I've never drank in so much in my life.
You gotta be prepared. I'm
like people they just drink so much, and I'm like, whoa. Like,
they're depressed. They're super depressed. I can get out, yo. That's the only thing I can do.
Drink my sorrows away.
Yes.
Let me pour the alcohol in my eyes to show my tears.
You don't know. Like every time I get off the boats when we pull in port, first thing first, people was like, "Where you gotta go? Where to get a drink?" Like the first thing, like this is legit. Like that's how stressed out they are. I don't know. That might be that's why a lot of smoker in military as well. Yeah, I don't know.
They pay so much money to trade packs.
What's trade packs?
Like a pack of cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Like if they can't get off the ship, they'll pay someone like, they'll pull together like a couple $100 to get someone to buy boxes and boxes of cigarettes to just deal. Because I mean, the nicotine has a sensation that immediately relaxes the brain and raises your heart rate. So there's an immediate relaxation relief to it. But then at the same time, like it causes so many other issues. So yeah, I get it.
I don't think it's just that part. For me, when I'm no longer a smoker, but when I was smoking, the main sensation is you get used to it, because every time you feel stressed, you smoke, and then it's lingering that every time you want to feel relief, you have to go smoke. But actually, it's not true. You don't need it. A lot of time is your brain telling you, because the brain is craving the nicotine. You say, "Yo, you give me nicotine." Yeah, and I know it's not easy journey for quitting smoking. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay, but
beer's still better. It depends what type of beer too. I like IPA, but I know for a fact that IPA alcohol content is so high, I wouldn't easily go drink it.
Dude, watching you get drunk is the funniest shit.
Nah, I did some crazy shit. I totally and by the way, I will not remember what I did. Like I was like, huh?
Okay. So then you don't remember when you got drunk at the taco party?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember that you put. So Lindsay put my USB mouse away. So she showed me where she put the USB receiver at. It's inside the mouse. And I was like, I'm pretty sure now you tell me, I can't remember. I was like, okay, I got it. You know what? After I woke up, I was like, somebody stole my receiver. I couldn't find the receiver no more.
And then a few days later, you're like, yeah, somehow my receiver got lost. I'm like, it's in the mouse. And you were like, what? And I was like, give me your mouse. And then I open it up and I show you, because there's a little port area to put it in. And you're like, oh, that's what that slot was for. I was like, yeah, so you wouldn't lose it.
I was like, I totally forgot. I was like, you said you told me. I was like, yeah, you did? I don't remember.
But then I kept, when I noticed you were like drunk, I was like force feeding you water.
Yeah, you do. You was like, it's time to drink water.
And you're like, no, I'm fine. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just keep pouring water in your glass. And I'm like, here, have a drink. And you started drinking it. And I was like, oh, okay, good. And then I kept feeling, I was like, look, another drink. And you were like, oh, okay. Like after you had said no a bunch of times, I was like, nope.
I feel like, yeah.
I'm someone that force feeds someone water when
They're drunk.
been drinking. Yeah. Like, and my husband does the same thing. Like, if he sees me drunk, like, he'll be force feeding me water. Like, not in a mean way. He's like, here, you need water. And then I'm like, no, I'm fine. And he'll be like, oh, no, it's tequila. And then I start chugging it. And I'm like, that's not tequila. And he was like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. And he'll grab another glass. Here's more tequila. And I start drinking. I'm like, this ain't tequila. He's like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry.
And he was like, yup, I gotcha.
And I'm okay with that. Like, the next day, like, I'm not mad about it. Because guess what? I have less of a hangover.
Yeah, that's the same.
So it's like, it's not like the worst thing that a person can lie about. So I'm like, okay, bro. Like, that's fine.
Yeah. I would say that I enjoy more just be on the tipsy side, not like try to get drunk.
I don't like getting drunk.
Like, I just want to feel the motion of relax.
For me, it's the taste. I enjoy the taste of things, which is why everything. Like, I do like beer, but I also really, really enjoy the community that comes with it. Like, you can sit and enjoy a glass of wine, and I'm happy with that. Like, I have fun with the act of like eating a nice meal and having a drink. And I feel that wine does to me pair really nicely with food, like a lot better than beer sometimes does, because I can eat more of my food when I'm drinking wine. Like, I can physically eat more because of the volume. Whereas with beer, you have to drink, you end up drinking a lot of the beer. And you end up, eating a quarter of your food. What's healthier to have in your body? More alcohol or more food? I think it's more food, like more sustenance.
I guess the part for me, I think I like both too, but it's the part that first of all, I don't know the type of wine. I always mix it up, except I only know white wine and red wine. I don't understand like which one is sweet, what it means is dry, none of that. I was like, oh, it's a type of wine. That's all I know.
For me, it's different. Like, I can tell a distinct difference between like a Syrah, a Merlot, a Zinfandel. Like, there's distinct bodies to them, like a heavier body, a lighter body of like the redness of the wine compared. For me, it's also about the flavor, because you notice that. So for me personally, what I enjoy doing, which Kit at first thought was super weird, but then she tried it and it was really good. I don't just have wine.
Yeah.
I take a Prosecco or a champagne, which is fairly low calorie, or at least the champagne is. And then I fill a little bit with champagne, and then I put a huge amount of kombucha. And then I mix the two. And for me, it's like a less alcoholic kombucha or mimosa. And for me, I really enjoy it. I enjoy the flavor. I think it mingles really well. Specifically, watermelon kombucha. It literally tastes.
Actually, it's pretty good. It tastes like Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, it does taste like a Jolly Rancher. Like, it tastes really like candy-esque.
Yeah, but it's not like too sweet at the same time. Yeah, so I do enjoy a good wine, and yeah. But sometimes, see, you suggest me how to make the drink, and I listen to you and I try it. But you never listen to me to try the cereal.
I try the kombuchas that you make.
I am asking you.
Oh my god,
cereal! You
will have to strain it so well. I am not gonna buy cornflakes once just to try your.
I'm gonna get you cornflakes, and so you can drink it.
Oh my god. Fine, I'll find the next time, if you bring cornflakes to my home, I will make it. And I will drink it. How about that?
I can make it.
It's fine. Yeah. Whatever. Either way. But there better be no clumps. No. No. Come on. Really?
You can like split it out. Like, you have a touch in your lips and split it.
Oh my god.
I
have a texture thing. You can't do that to me.
I thought your texture thing is a different type of texture.
Goo and wet, like bready products. The minute I have to put very little milk in my cereal if I do eat cereal, because if you notice, I don't have any cereal. I don't eat it. Like, it's not my thing. But if I do eat cereal, it's with very little milk because I don't like the cereal getting soggy.
Then why don't you just eat the cereal without putting the milk in it?
Because I like a little, like I want to keep the crunch.
See, talk about iron beer.
I'm not weird. A lot of people will always ask, what do you put first? The milk
Ice.
or the cereal? What?
Like if I have to eat the cold one, yeah, ice.
You put ice in your cereal?
Yeah. If I gotta eat the cold one. If I eat the hot one majority of the time, I only eat the hot one.
Oh my god. Things are just getting worse.
You don't understand.
No, I don't.
That's why
I feel like I'm the normal one in this relationship. Like, I'm normally the weird one in a relationship. But, like, the more I interact with you, like, the more normal I feel. Thank you.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No, it's an insult.
Oh, you're angry. Yeah,
But ice, ice, really now.
Yeah. It's still the same thing. You just put the milk and then strain it later on, so you can drink the cold sweet milk.
My brain is like malfunctioning right now.
Do you need a tap?
Yeah, I do. I need like a whack in the head to make it feel like this is a real conversation. Okay, so what do you put in first? Don't include the ice in this scenario because that's... Okay, so you have cereal. Do you put the milk in first or do you put the cereal in?
Cereal.
Always a cereal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Common ground. Same. Okay. I'm happy with that. We can live. We can still be friends. I will. Okay. It's like the one normal thing you've said in this conversation.
Talk about me. You haven't seen whatever she eat. And you eat only 2 bites every single time. Every single thing. Like legit. I never see a person just I'm full.
Cause I am. I'm happy with 2 bites of a meal and I'm like, oh, okay, I had enough.
You literally just look.
And I'm not like super skinny. Like I literally like, hey, I eat a normal amount. I can't even, you know, like those microwavables that you can get at Trader Joe's. Mm-hmm. I can't even ever finish the whole thing. Like I can only eat half of it. Yeah, that's right.
You need to like check with your stomach.
No, my stomach is just small. It's always been that way. I'll have like I have to eat half a sandwich and then I get full. So I always have to make sure I get a sandwich my husband will like so that he can always eat the rest. Because I know I'm not going to finish it if it's by myself.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't like that you go to get dessert.
Oh yeah, he gets mad at me because I'll take 2 bites of a dessert and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm full, I'm good. I had everything that I wanted. And he's like, bro, I didn't want this. I was like, well, we can just take it and go. I'll eat it later. Like, I'm fine. Like, you saw the dessert I just ate before we started recording, and I only had
1 bite. But longer,
and then I put it away.
You save it for at home. You will save for 1 bite. The next day is gone, so it doesn't even matter.
I know. My husband will always eat it. It's crazy. That's why it makes him so happy that I don't eat ice cream. So his guilty pleasure is ice cream. I particularly don't like ice cream. Like I don't like how it feels against my teeth. I'm a texture person, and so
talk about people are weird. Go ahead.
So my husband enjoys ice cream. Like once in a while I'll take like half of a scoop and I'll be like, oh, okay. Like that's enough sugar. Like that's too much. But he'll buy a full pint and he'll eat it in one full sitting. And I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do it. Like that's fucking crazy to me. Like that's a lot.
It's not. I can finish the 1 pint too.
I know my mom can too. My mom, she was like, oh, I got a pint of this new type of ice cream. Lindsay, try it. So like, it's my mother. So I'm just going to do what she says. And I took 1 bite and I was like, ew, no, I'm good. And then she was like,
see,
you can't eat a full pint of ice cream. And I was like, no, you can. The look in our eyes, like my mom was judging me, but then my mom was like, I wish I had that.
Yeah,
I wish I had that problem. Like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I wish I can do that as a problem, but no. If I go, that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna finish it until.
No, I'd rather save. I'll take a meal and I can spread it out for 3 meals. Just from, like, for instance, we went to Thai food yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't finish it. I took it home. I ate some this morning, and I didn't even finish it. You saw how much I ate. And I still have the rest for later.
I guess you and your husband is like the most frugal person that I ever seen. I thought I'm frugal.
But that's not being frugal. That's literally like, I just don't, like... That's why whenever people are like, oh, food places are so expensive, I'm like, what? Like, no, like it lasts me like 3-4 meals for one dish.
But you have to able to keep eating it though. Like,
oh, I do. I keep eating it.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it anymore, I'll keep eating it because I don't want to waste my money. Like I spent $20 on this one meal. I'm going to eat it for 3 meals. That's it. Like there's no question.
Not for my boy. It's like 1 meal later, it's like, oh, I can eat it. And then next thing you know, he still have a whole tub.
Oh, I know. You know what I thought was crazy is like he had his meal for like brunch or whatever, lunch. And then we came home to your house after we were done eating yesterday. And he was like, why didn't you bring me any food? I was like,
like, yo. And then he was
you just ate. Like,
I know. And then he was saying that he was eating breakfast. That was 11. I was like, yo, we didn't even, the meal didn't get here until like 12 or 1. And you ate at that time. And then we could go out and eat at 4.
No, 3. 2:30. Yeah.
2:30.
We got back at like 4:30.
Yeah. And then he's hungry already. I was like, what?
I can't do that. I'm kind of jealous in the sense of I like food, so I wish I could eat a lot. I just physically cannot. I'll take a few bites and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. Like I'm full. But it's not that I don't want to eat. I want to keep eating, but my body says, like, I listen to my body. The minute my body says no, don't eat anymore, I will be like, okay, I'm full. I just listen to what my body says.
I guess my brain didn't listen to my body.
They say that that's why it's better for you to eat slowly. So if you notice, I eat very slowly. Not in a bad way. I make sure to like take the spoon, set it down, chew, talk a little bit. I take another bite. Like I'm not the fastest eater. I used to have to be a very fast eater. But my body, my tiny ass body, my 5'1" body, that's what I mean. Because I'm not skinny, but like my tiny body can't take it.
I used to eating eating for a really long time when I was in Macau with friends. Mm-hmm. But I guess after the military, no. Like I barely have 5 minutes to sit down to eat. So like everything is like shove in your mouth, go.
No, I can eat at my desk at work.
That's so I trained to been doing it for so long that now I can't.
You can't stop. But that's why some people recommend making sure to sit your fork down, finish chewing all the way until you swallow everything, and then you take another spoonful. So it forces your body to eat slower. Yeah. But that's how I feel about drinking. Like if I wanted to, like I would love to be able to chug down like a whole entire bottle of wine, but I physically cannot. Like my mom can, like her tiny body can put down, and I love it because she is the funniest drunk out there. Like she's so happy and so giddy. Like you never see her like my mom is funny, but she's super low key about it. Like you saw her, like she's very, when we went wine drinking, like she's very
relaxed.
Yeah, she's super relaxed. It's crazy because the older she's gotten, the more chill she's become. Like my brother will be upset about something and I see her like drinking a glass of her wine. I was like, oh, why is Daniel upset? And she was like, a game. I don't know. Just let him be. She like doesn't get angry. She's just like, I'm not gonna let him ruin my mood.
That's good. I wish like right now I can live like that. Like I was like, I'm not gonna care if somebody's affecting my mood.
Oh yeah, my mom is very much. She's like, if someone's upset, like why let them ruin your mood? And I always hear that voice in my head, like when someone's getting annoyed or agitated at me, I like, okay, got it. Like why bounce off? So I always imagine like be my mom while drinking a glass of wine. Like just be that. Because she's the most relaxed. But she's also like that when she drinks beer. My mom enjoys both.
She does? But last time she was drinking only wine. Oh, but
well, because we were at a winery, yeah. But she doesn't like to, she doesn't mix her alcohol. So if she starts with beer, she sticks with beer. If she starts with wine, she keeps with wine.
Yeah, same.
And she said she's like, if you mix, that's bad scenario. Like you're done.
Yeah.
Unless you're eating in between a lot, don't do it. And I think that's a great recommendation. Like even when you're young to do that. But for me, I prefer, even if I go to a bar and I start with something, I'll start with a Corona. It's only at a brewery that I'll go with like an IPA because I prefer IPAs as well, just like you do. But if I'm at a bar, right, and it's a lot of dancing, it's a lot of craziness, I'm not about hard alcohol. It should be beer or wine. Hard alcohol, that's when you start. Yeah. Just vomiting everywhere. Oh, so many stories.
Yeah, I passed that age already. So I no, I can't go back.
You stick with the whole, yeah. I think that, but that's, to me, like wine just pairs better.
With food.
I think that's why I think wine is better because it leaves for a much smoother process and you don't feel so heavy inside. I can also eat more, which it's already, I don't eat a lot already. So it's like, just stick.
For me, it's about the bubbly. Like, and bubbly wine is expensive. Like, I will pick the economic option.
See, that's the thing. You call me frugal all the time. And I buy cheap wine at home. I'm super cheap about it. But if I go out to a restaurant and I'm going out to eat, fuck yeah, I'm getting champagne.
No, I'm still cheap.
No, I stay, like, it's just, for me, it's all about, if I'm going out to have a nice time, I'm going to have a nice time. And I'm going to enjoy my meal. You'll see generally, unless I'm getting, I'll stick with my light wine. It's just, and I guess it's all about preference. For instance, my mom doesn't do white wine. She thinks it gives her more of a headache.
Oh, okay.
So it's all about knowing what your body prefers. Because some people, so my mom will do like a Modelo or an Ultra or a dark red wine. Whereas for me, if I'll stick with a
champagne.
But if you're at a restaurant, like I'll do an unfiltered IPA. Like a super saturated beer. I
like the darker taste of the IPA back then. Once a while. Now I couldn't handle it. Like
you know what's good? A Guinness.
A brand? This is the brand name, or?
Yeah, it's a dark beer. Or like a stout. I love a stout.
How does it taste like?
It's just very thick. And it's dark, and it's generally like a stout will have some fizz to it. I like those.
I don't think I ever tried it. Even sour beer, I haven't tried it yet.
I feel like you would like sour beers, but I don't know. We would have to go to breweries. Yeah. Strictly breweries.
To actually do a flight test.
Yeah, a flight test of everything just to see what you feel like. But then at the same time, it's all about your body's preference. So I don't think people should be drinking just wine or just beer. Just taste it out. But I also, what I think is really unhealthy, I think it could lead to later bad decisions if you drink all the time for the sensation. That's where I kind of disagree with you, where you say, oh, I drink because I enjoy the tipsiness. I feel, I guess sometimes it's better to drink because you enjoy the taste. But I think that there's a bunch of variations, because some people, they're so addicted to the taste so they keep drinking it and they don't stop.
I think it's inter-exchange.
Yeah, so I think there's probably a fine balance, then, I guess.
Yeah, just when you drink, just responsible. Drink at home, mostly. Like, drink outside is really expensive.
In the United States.
It is. Like, you look at the bar, do you know that one mixed drink is freaking $14, $15? I was looking at the shit. I was like, I can buy beers for this.
Dude, you don't even want to know to the restaurants I go to. I know you call me cheap, and I am cheap when it comes to being at home. And if my husband takes me, like, oh, we're going on a date today, and we're only getting $2-3 tacos, that's good with me too. But if I decide I want to go out, I'm not looking at the price.
No.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Like, I don't pay attention, because I save enough money for those moments when I go out. Like, I have a strict budget where I'm like, I know how I eat and drink when I go out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I can agree with you, at times, wine can be more expensive. At times. Like, there was one place, $19 for a glass of champagne. $19.
Yeah, I was so home.
No, yeah. But it was like it's a really nice, it's a very nice place. And so I was like, fuck it. I got 3 glasses of wine.
God damn, that's like a whole meal. No.
Well, it was like a celebration between my husband and I. So we were like, you know. But I really love that restaurant. I've been 3 times. It's called Trust. I think it's in North Park. I'm not really quite sure where it's at. Downright one of my favorite restaurants.
What did they serve?
I guess like exotic meats. Not really. I mean, they have like
crocodile.
Oxtail ravioli, and the ravioli is like this big in like a circle. They have lamb shoulder. They have duck. They have wood fire with herbs and raisins for the cauliflower. And it's like a tiny portion. It's like this big. It's not that. And my husband always makes fun of me. He was like, oh, look.
They cook for your size.
He's like, look at this whole pie. Like, sir, I'm serving you a whole entire pie. And then he'll just put like a crouton in the middle of the plate.
Aww.
It's so fucking funny. Like, he did that at a restaurant with like a group of people that we knew. And I'm dying laughing because I know exactly what he's saying. Like, it's fucking hilarious. But no one else at the table was laughing.
Of course, because you're doing it inside the restaurant.
They're looking at him like he was crazy. And he was like, oh, look, here's your bowl of ravioli. And then he just put the crouton in the middle, like just throughout the meal, like he kept doing it. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. And he gets in the car. He's like, I don't think anyone understood my joke. And I was dying laughing in the restaurant because I knew exactly what he was talking about, like making fun of these restaurants for
making a big plate and a small meal.
Yeah, and a small meal, and you're paying like $40 for this tiny little thing.
I think people get it. They just don't want to laugh, especially so awkward. Like I don't know. He have a tendency to make awkward.
Oh, I know. My husband does it on purpose. Like, he loves making things awkward. But at that moment, he thought, oh, everyone's gonna think this is funny. No one was laughing. And so
I'm not sure if you're laughing off his joke or you're laughing off how embarrassed the situation is.
It was so funny. The moment was funny, so I was dying laughing in the restaurant. I was even tears. because I thought it was so funny. And then we get in the car and he was like, I don't think anyone got my joke. And I was like, I got it. He was like, well, yeah, I know you got it. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. We're back from our break now. I was still laughing about my husband's joke.
Yeah, I see your tear just like come up from your eyes.
I just thought, I don't know. Well, maybe we just...
I don't know. I see that. You don't see that? Like, he always makes something, like, in the moment that is really accurate as a joke. And I was like, are we, like, is this supposed to be laughable?
And you'll see me behind him laughing.
Yeah, I was like...
Because I think it's hilarious. Him purpose, my husband's fucking hilarious. Because he's so awkward. And you don't expect him to be just... that awkward because the way he looks like a gym bro, but he just makes the
aggressive stroke
in
the wrongest moment.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so fucking funny. He's hilarious, but I don't think. Yeah, I know he'll say things where he was like, "Oh yeah, I think that girl's boy." Like he made a comment about. He made like a joke about people that weren't confident enough about themselves, and that's why they always get surgery. Like he just made that joke, right? But he said it in front of someone that I know
that have the surgery done. See what I'm saying? He like to provoke. He's not. He's like to provoke people.
Yeah, he wanted to see what would say. Like he wanted to see if like the boyfriend that was there would say anything to him, but the guy just like and like just drank his glass, and my friend was laughing. Like my friend that has had the surgeries was laughing, but then I guess after my husband had left, he was like, yeah, like I really like your husband, but you know sometimes when he says things like it's really mean, and I'm like. He wanted you to do something. He wanted you to be like, yo, bro, my girl. Like, to show that you were man enough to protect your girl. Like, because my husband has known her longer than you, and he knows that she's my childhood friend, right? So he knows, like, our whole dynamic longer than you do. So this was the moment for you to be like, yo, like, you don't have to joke like that. And my husband would have respected it, but he didn't.
And it's like test that nobody will understand, though.
I guess, like, I guess that's my husband for you. Like, my husband's like, let's see what type of man you are. Like, my husband would have respected it if he started making fun of my husband, right? My husband would have found like, okay, but like, he didn't directly make fun of my friend. Like, it was an indirect joke. And so it wasn't, they're like brother and sister, like the way they joke towards each other is very funny. I laugh all the time. And my husband does, or used to give, like, he would, like, while she and I are together, he would listen to her talk about her problems. And my husband would give her very good advice. Very good. Like,
Dump that guy.
Huh?
Dump that guy.
No, not about that. It's more like, well, why are you doing that to yourself then? Like, if you don't like something, why do you keep repeating the behavior? That doesn't make sense to me. And he would just say that, like, and I'm the same way. It's like, if you don't like something, why do you keep doing it? Right? For me, like, for instance, that's learned behavior with alcohol. You know what happens when you drink too much? So then why do you drink too much? It's okay if you do it on accident sometimes. But if it's every weekend, maybe there's something else going on. You know? So it's very simple advice. It was short to the point. But to me, it speaks volumes. Like, his advice, good advice for everybody. Everybody. If you don't like something, why do you keep repeating it? Literally, like, the best saying in the world, it's, if you're doing repetitive behavior and expecting a different result, that's literally the definition of crazy.
Yeah, or try to wait for the miracle.
Yeah, dude, miracles don't exist.
I think that's a good topic that you will find out the next one that we can eventually talk about. What do you think about miracle?
I don't believe in them.
You don't?
I believe in good juju and bad juju. You get what's coming towards you, whether it's good or bad. But how you react during those moments, that tells you what kind of person you are. That's simple, right? There's a reason why, like, my husband and I are very good at vacationing with each other. We let each other ebb and flow, and we match each other's ebb and flow. For instance, okay, so my husband used to, was a very good drinker at one point. But he doesn't drink anymore. You know that, right? He's like, I got it out of my system. I don't care to do it anymore. Like, there's no need. But like once every few months, like he'll hook out a beer with coworkers and things like that. And I respect it. Like, he's like, for him, it's like, I don't like the sensation of feeling fat. And my husband now gets drunk after a beer. Like, he'll have a beer and he'll be like, oh, I feel buzzed. It's so funny because of how big he is. And we went to Denmark to visit one of my friends. Mm-hmm. And there is a bar that allows you to become the king of Denmark. It's a bar in Aarhus, and you have to drink, I think it's 10 liters of beer. And you have until you come in until the end of the day at the bar, right? I only got 4 beers in. And you pay for the whole ticket, right? So you keep going back with your ticket. You keep getting it stamped until you're done. And they watch you. Like, they make sure you're drinking. Like, the bartenders are making sure that you're good. And my friend, who's a very good drinker, finally became the queen of Denmark. Mm-hmm. And they put your name up in the bar forever.
Oh, my God.
Not forever. Like, obviously, if they ever close, it's going to be a different story. But my husband was literally like, it's so funny. I had to like carry him to our Airbnb because it was like a mile back to our Airbnb from the bar. Mm-hmm. It was the funniest shit. But like the night before, I had drank a lot. Like, we went out to a winery or a wine bar. It's guess your wine. Mm-hmm. And if you can guess the wine correctly, you get it for free. But other than that, like, it's $8 basically if you convert it from Danish crowns. Mm-hmm. So $8 for the glass. It's whatever glass that's on the menu. Mm-hmm. The bartender gets to choose. If you guess it accurately, you get a free glass of wine. And if you don't, you have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. Dude, I drank so fucking much. My husband did like 2. I think I did like 2, and then we went and we had like 4 cocktails at a speakeasy, and then we went to multiple bars after that, right? But that night he took care of me, so it's like it's an ebb and flow. It was expensive. It was expensive nights, but it's like you got to give and take, and my husband does better with beer, but he has the same taste in wine as my mom does. So every time my mom recommends a bottle of wine, like, my husband will drink a glass with my mom. And then he'll be like, oh, we need to buy that bottle. He's like, it's really good. And he'll be like, he's so funny. He's like, he'll like lean back and like he'll act like he's like this, like very accomplished woman that's in Britain, like as a joke. Yeah, my husband's very awkward. Yeah. But yeah, for him, it's beer or wine. And I guess it's both. I guess everyone has a system of both. Yeah. It depends on how you were raised. Do you feel like your family, more people drink wine or they drink beer?
Of course, beer. I don't think in Macau, it's like wine is not
a thing. Even like plum wine?
Wait a minute. If that discount, actually, I would say
wine.
It is in Japan. We will try more sake because it's white wine, but in China, like in Macau or China, still beer. Like wine is never even on the table. No question are asked except you're eating like Japanese food and such. Then you get white wine.
Mm-hmm. But so then there comes the question: do you consider sake a rice wine?
It is. It is a white wine.
So then it's a wine. So
But
if
it's
we
not. Oh my God!
if
this
we
girl
pile
can get
in
me
if we
with
pile in plum wine, sake, we pile all that on the wine side.
No,
No, you can't say no when I already got you to agree. You agreed that sake was rice. You're like, you tricked me, bitch. You tricked me. No. You said all of this. So let's scoot it back a little bit.
Wine itself, your spectrum of wine is grape wine. It's not white wine or
No. This argument was not grape wine against beer. Don't try to back up now. It was wine versus beer. That includes all of the wine.
Oh my God! Next time I'm gonna record what you said, and I'm for sure to get you next time.
You just gotta get better at arguing with me, because I enjoy trick questions.
Now I know you're gonna ask me a question. I was like, yeah, let me think about it first. I'm not gonna answer that. Like, give me further notice.
Oh, come on. Rice wine. You literally said it. I literally asked, do you consider sake wine? You literally said yes. And I didn't even know where I was going with that question. But then I thought, oh my God, I could totally win with this conversation.
But in Chinese, the word conversion, wine is two words. It's wet and alcohol. It doesn't. The wine itself doesn't have alcohol. Except
That's my mistake. I didn't know we were going by Chinese standards.
You age. You are cheap.
We were saying not to pull the card, but we said wine. And sake is a rice wine.
That's what English interpretation is. The
No,
Chinese
you
interpretation
said it.
is white.
You
Picking alcohol.
fucking said it. You said it. You said it.
Okay, I'll let you go for this time.
You mean I won? By your own words, I won.
This girl tricked me up.
But sorry for all of our tangents. But I think that's the end of our conversation. We gotta want to know what you think. So if you're on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And even if you're on Spotify, Google, or Apple, please just go ahead and listen, let us know what you're thinking on Twitter, because we do have one versus the other, like P1.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for listening. And we really enjoyed this conversation because I won.
I still remember the last one, this paper, scissors, rock.
What did Nick say?
I don't remember
What
now.
did Nick say?
I don't remember now.
He said, no, you don't remember now? You're the one that told me this. You're like, yeah, I don't understand Nick, because he was like, it's rock, paper, scissors. And I was like, I asked everyone at work.
What's wrong with them?
Ask your coworkers. Just say, how do you say paper, scissors, rock? And they'll be like, rock, paper, scissors.
Whatever.
Just ask that question. But thank you so much for listening. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And